Next week is Halloween. What are your plans? What's up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. Happy Halloween, happy 31 days of Halloween, and happy Vlogtober. So, like I said, next week is Halloween. I can't believe how fast this month went by, but you know what? I'm glad we were able to celebrate together and enjoy all the spookiness that October has to bring. So, this Halloween obviously is going to look a little different, so I'm wondering, what are your plans for Halloween? In the comment section below, please let me know so we can have a little discussion about what do you do in a COVID pandemic Halloween. So I was thinking, what am I going to do with my kids for Halloween? I was going to take them trick-or-treating this year, before everything was, closed down and the whole pandemic and stuff. But then obviously the pandemic hit, so I got to thinking, what in the world am I going to do with these two toddlers? So personally, I'm going to keep them home because, that's my personal choice. Whatever you choose, you have the right to do so. And then I got to thinking, well, what does the CDC recommend? So go to trusty old Google, type in CDC Halloween, and they actually have a whole list of activities ranging from low, moderate, to a high risk level. So I figured, you know what? I'm going to share this with my followers to showcase what in the world you can do for a COVID Halloween. So, low risk activities include carving or decorating pumpkins with members of your household. They also allow it with neighbors, but at a safe distance, so obviously more than 6 feet apart. You can decorate your house, apartment, or wherever your living space is. You can do a Halloween scavenger hunt throughout the neighborhood. Now, I thought this one was pretty neat. Some people are still decorating their houses and, it's a way to see what others are doing in your specific neighborhood, and it's a way to get out of the house. I know a few days ago I took my kids and my husband, we walked around the neighborhood. Behind our house on the next street, there is this gigantic, like, blow up Halloween figures at this one house. They literally, I think, have like 6 different inflatables. There's a cat on the roof, there's a giant ghost, there's a pumpkin. So that was a really neat thing to, see. And making it a scavenger hunt for older kids is a great way to stay involved and get up and out throughout the neighborhood. But remember, don't go into people's yards, keep a safe distance. Now, if you have a big group of family or friends and you want to get involved and you still want to stay in the Halloween spirit, have a Halloween contest, a costume contest, but do it virtually. So we all are very accustomed to Google Meets, Zoom, FaceTime. You can have a virtual costume contest on whatever platform you choose. And it would be pretty neat to have prizes like, Starbucks gift cards, or I don't know, if it's kids, I mean, gear it more toward kids. Amazon is a pretty, hot topic, and I'm pretty sure kids can find a thing or two on Amazon. Now, this one is probably a given, but a Halloween movie night at your house. There are so many movies on Netflix, Disney Plus, Hulu. You just have to look and find them. I have a video that showcases all, like, not all, but the top 10 that I enjoy on Disney Plus. So if you have kids and you want to still be festive and whatnot, have a movie night with them. Make a big batch of popcorn, pig out on all the Halloween candy you bought at the store, and just spend quality time together. That's probably what I'll do with my kids. I think I'm going to introduce them to Hocus Pocus. And I really like this one. Have a scavenger style, venture throughout your household. Now, this is one thing I'm pretty much going to do with my kids. I'm going to give them each a Halloween bucket, and then at each door of our house, I'm going to have them knock and say trick or treat. I'll have my husband and my mom, behind each door and handing out the candy. And then, of course, I'll switch it up and then I'll be the one handing out the candy as well. But I want to give them that experience that they can still, trick or treat, but just not in a standard setting. And I have other stuff that I'm going to, do with them, little artwork activities. I just wanted to make it a memorable and fun day with them. Now we're moving into the moderate risk activities that you can participate in. Again, this is completely up to your choice. You don't have to do it. This is just what the CDC is putting out there. But one of the things that they recommend is, a one-way trick-or-treating system where you, as the candy giver, put together little candy bags, leave them at the edge of your driveway, or you can, have them in like some sort of system where they go, the trick-or-treaters grab the bag and go. Now, there's that less interaction, of course, but it's completely up to you to keep safe. Or you can have a small group of people, who are distanced apart to have like this outdoor, gathering where you can, showcase the costumes. I guess it's more of like a neighborhood thing. It all depends on your neighborhood. Now, for a moderate level activity, they are saying you can have a Halloween party, but people must be in masks and be socially distanced. So if you have a big enough space, by all means, host that Halloween party, but just stay safe and, of course, do everything within your own comfort. Another moderate level activity is going to a pumpkin patch. There are a ton of pumpkin patches, and in fact, they are so wide you can pretty much keep to yourself and maintain that, recommended social distancing. But yeah, do that. Pick up a pumpkin, decorate it, do whatever you please with it. Get involved with the Halloween spirit, but just do what is in your own comfort. That is what I can't stress enough. Now, if you are hearing these and you're like, that's absolutely crazy, I mean, by all means, you don't have to do it. I am just reading what the CDC is putting out there. And finally, we're moving into the higher risk activities. Now, this again is what the CDC is saying is high level, and of course, normal trick-or-treating is on there. Now, if you are going door to door, you are knocking on the door, someone is handing you candy or you're giving out candy, no masks, no nothing, then of course, you are within that boundary of the 6 feet, and obviously you're having interaction. Now, if that is something you do not want to do, then have your porch light off, do not give out candy, and don't participate in Halloween. Now, if this is something you're like, I want to do Halloween, by all means, if that's what you want to do, you have the right to do so. It is all up to you. Another thing that's been really big throughout the years are trunk or treats. Now that's where a bunch of cars line up, they have candy in their trunks and they hand out to different people. If the cars are parked next to each other, the CDC is not really recommending it because of the high risk of being in close proximity. But if that's something you want to do, by all means, do it. If not, well, then obviously don't participate in a trunk or treat. The other thing they're also saying is obviously do not go to a standard Halloween party where there is a big, congestion of people. They're saying absolutely not. That's too much of a high risk. One of the other things that's really big, especially if you go to a pumpkin patch, are, participating in hayrides and tractor rides. Now, the CDC is not really recommending it because if you are in the tractor or a hayride with other group of members that are not part of your specific household, they're really not recommending that because they say, you can likely spread germs and bacteria. So that is another risk that they're just like, what, don't even do it. Just opt out. Hopefully next year we can do it. And actually, when I look at all of these things, that's what I am hoping for. I hope next year is, back to somewhat normal and we can participate to trick-or-treating to its full extent. Or, maybe this is going to be around for a few years and we just have to learn to adapt. Either way, I know Personally, for me, I'm going to make it as fun as possible for my kids. I want them to have a fun time, and I just want to enjoy the awesomeness that Halloween is and what October has to bring. I know that I'm going to make it as fun as possible, and that's what I hope for you and your family. Whatever you end up doing, enjoy it, have fun, make memories, as long as you and your family members are together. Anyways, that's my little spiel for today. If you want to see the other recommendations that the CDC is releasing, I will link them in the description box below. Thank you all for tuning in. Please like, share, and subscribe below. I have more videos coming out. We're not at the end of the 31 days of October just yet, so there is more content to be viewed. Anyways, thank you all for tuning in. Happy Halloween. I can't wait to see you in the next video. Happy Halloween. Bye.